my situation, the situation we were in was a little bit different. When I found him off the boat, it was a heavy weight stuff. So I don't think there was any possibility. I know for a fact there's no possibility of me being able to, even if it was hanging down actively.
Was it hydrostatic or chemical?
So the question was the inflator a hydrostatic inflator, or was it a dissolving bobbin?
I think it was the dissolving one.
Bryan, I think in one of your articles, Steve, you mentioned something about you would recommend the leg straps. And difficulty you had in the
Yeah, so
patient preventing you from swimming.
So the question is about the use of leg straps and how his PFD functioned without the leg straps.
Yeah, so so I had just kind of the standard setup. There was no cross strap or harness with some on. But I'd say that it definitely without it, what happens is it floats a lot higher than you would think. The strap, I don't know how many here have actually jumped in the water with these things and tried swimming around with them. But in the break zone, it was basically the waves went to grip it all. So I almost felt as if it was one to come over my head. So I was having to keep my arms down just to make sure I didn't lose the life jacket. The other thing was it floats much higher. So if I just let it go, I think my head would probably been in the water. Plus, it's kind of when it floats, the real surface of the water is supposed to be kind of the white water. So you're kind of you're supposed to use your hands to kind of navigate or catch yourself on rocks. You're using it to hold down the life preserver, which kind of makes your hands useless.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it may be hard to speculate, but could you talk a little bit about what might have happened if everybody had been tethered to the boat?
So the question is, could you speculate about what had happened if everyone had been tethered to the boat?
I realize it was rolling rocks.
So that's probably I think going to be probably one of the big topics of discussion. So it's kind of interesting to watch. Every time I go out sailing, the coach is always like, stay in the boat. Whatever you do, stay in the boat. One hand for yourself, one hand for the boat, right? And then all of a sudden, something like this happens, and everybody starts going, oh well, tethers, you can get crushed by the boat, it can hold you down and drown you and all that. So the boat was the place to be, especially in that situation. I think that there probably would have been some people banged up, maybe some people hanging over the side. But statistically, although there's only one, 100% of the people that stay on the boat survive. So the odds for being in the water, and that's at least in the situation that we were in, was not great.
Sure.
It was a dissolving bobbin, PFD, how many seconds, how long did it take?
It was
when it got away?
It was fast. Like so the first wave carried us. So we've some information will come out. I kind of alluded to it on the blog, but we had a Garmin handheld in addition to the GPS. So actually, Garmin stayed in the mesh bag in the cockpit, and we were able to pull the Coast Guard, and I pulled it in and it was really pulling the data. But it ends up that we got hit 464 yards offshore, so call it 1,400 feet. And I think if you compare that to previous year's tracks, even a couple of people send these tracks that. By the way, if anybody has tracks from that or from other Carolina race, I'll gladly take them. So there has other boats inside of us. So to go back to the question, the first wave held us under for a while, so it got plenty wet from kind of the first 175 yards or so of the wave surface.
Sir, in the back.
Hi, Bryan. You talked a lot about your harness and everything. Can you talk about water temperature and clothing, what worked, what didn't, boots?
So the question is about what gear you had on as far as clothing or other gear besides harness and PFD.
So everybody's like, oh, was that water cold? Truthfully, when I was doing it, was so jacked. I don't want to say it was warm, but it definitely didn't feel cold. I didn't really feel cold until after I got on the island and the wind started coming down, and I was freezing cold. But I had I've done foredeck most of kind of J105 foredeck stuff for most of my sailing, and so I kind of got in the habit of neoprene knee pads, shin guards, little ankle things that come with soccer shin guards, full follies, good air boots. I'd say that it was definitely the
So the question is, if he had a decision again, would he use an inflatable PFD or a rigid foam or an inherently buoyant PFD?
So, I'm a pretty big believer in inflatables. I've, been, had multiple waves splashing and they've gone off, which is why, like, on wave racing, I use more of like, any type of, life preserver. I had a spare, I carry a spare, PFD in my bag just to, so if it goes off or whatever, I can quickly swap it out. And when we got my bag back, it got soaking up in there with that one also went off. So I feel pretty confident that, if they're well maintained, I think that's a key thing. If you're checking the cartridges, changing out this, the recommended timelines, then I think the labels are fine.
Okay, we have time for like 2 more questions, so.
Anybody have a PLB?
So the question is, did anyone have a PLB, personal locator beacon on?
So no one did. The boat had an EPIRB. The Coast Guard got 2 hits off the EPIRB, but it was much later. The information was much later than the actual radio call that came in. And after the 2 hits, it actually went dead. So we've been kind of still looking into what happened there. But it was kind of toward the end of its life. It's still within the time range. So I think something to consider, kind of double checking the EPIRBs.
And any rust signals?
No. Yeah, the news reported a lot of inaccuracies around, I think, what we were wearing.
Where was the EPIRB located on the boat?
So the question is, where was the EPIRB located on the boat?
So it was found kind of underneath the nav station. I'm not sure where it was found.
It's sitting there on.
Yeah, it was still sitting there.
So 1 more.
Yes, you mentioned in your article about felt like you were in a washing machine.
Yeah.
The question about the flotation device, without the leg straps, do you feel that gave you any protection to your head because it was pushing you up? Or have you thought about that?
Yeah, it wasn't. There might have been a couple of blows that helped me take against a couple of rocks. It did actually cross my mind in the water because the boat took about 2 minutes to get to shore. It was a lot faster than getting into the water. The majority of the 15 minutes I spent was trying to get out of the water. And I can say that I think there's a lot of concern in some of the blogs around was there could pop or something like that. And I can tell you I took a lot of hits and a lot of barnacles and shells and rocks like that, and it's all that fine. Stay put.
Do you have any advice for getting out of the water on rocky shores and certain like that?
I keep trying. That was probably the scariest part. And what would happen was I would get onto a rock or halfway into a rock, a wave would come, it would hit me, and it would suck me back out again. And so after, I don't know, 7th or 8th time trying, to be honest with you, the scariest moment of my life. I pretty much gave up. I was like, hey, this is how I go. There's a possible way to get out of this break zone. And so the kind of the final scramble, I got up onto a rock, and it was walking 6 inches or so out of the water, and the wave came and kind of sucked me back off to the backside of the rock. But at least I was still, for the first time, I was still on a rock. So I scrambled up to a rock that was about 2 feet out of the water. Of course, safety dry land. I'm hugging this thing, and luckily Nick was in the distance, and it kind of followed me down the shoreline a bit, about 50 yards or so. Was yelling, of course, in retrospect, I'm probably